changed since I was asked it live on the YouTube. They've changed it a bit, so I'm glad I've managed that. I'll just let Becky know. So I'm just going to check and see if anybody's on yet. Okay. Let's see if I'm alive. So let's turn the volume. Oh, hi, Becky. Finally. Does it sound okay? Shut me door. Let's try and get it further up, and then that's it. You can see the whole book, the whole journal. Yeah, that's better. We'll share the live. Let's do a little bit of sharing. Sharing is caring. I'll do the crafty art and go on there. Oh, you've done it on the crafty army. Thank you, lovely. Excellent. Not doing that, everyone. Okay. I think. Oh, there's 4 watching now. Oh, hi, Moira. Yeah, there has been some gremlins in the system today, Becky. Oh, it's been a right morning, hasn't it? Jolly old TikTok. Thank you for nothing. So I had to do a quick, I was on TikTok doing a live, and then I had to do a quick swap around, and because the sound was so bad, wasn't it, Becky, on the background sound, and I don't know what that was all about. I'll just put some water in my pot. Oops. And then we'll have a play. Oh, that's good. Thank you, ladies. That's wonderful. Let's get that. Don't know if I can see. No, I can't see the things on there. But I can see your comments anyway. So on my laptop, I've got my laptop at the side, so I can keep a check on comments. So obviously we're on the electric ink designs. And these are the Wild Ink West that I'm going to do in my journal. Obviously, we've got the lovely summer chic coming on Monday. Woohoo! And of course, Carly's dollies are absolutely wonderful, but she's got some lovely scenery, like she's done with this, and other things as well that you can play with on there. 22 designs in the collection. And I mean, as I said on one of my posts, it's just £25. And imagine if you bought 22 stamps, you know, at 15 quid each. It's, you know, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Becky. Yeah, so, you know, and the thing is, I mean, I love my stamps. I will, you know, admit that to anybody. I love to play with my stamps. But with digital, I've been doing digital for many, many years, for over 20 years. And with digital, you can move things around. If you don't have Photoshop or anything like that, you can download Canva. And Carly works in Canva, and you can move things around. You can put her where you want. You can open your boots up, put them on there. There's, you know, it's fabulous. And I think somebody said they were going to do one about how to do it on Word. I can't remember who it was now. Yeah, it wasn't good on TikTok, was it, Becca? So yeah, I mean, the advantages of digital are enormous, because obviously it's just like stamping, but you print off. Now people say, oh, what sort of printer have you got? Mine's a very old printer, and I do need to update it. But it's a HP Envy, and it won't take 300 GSM. So I get 240 GSM from Pink Frog. So if your machine won't take 300 GSM or any thicker, Pink Frog do the 240, and this has all been printed on 240 GSM. So you can see, you know, it's really good card. And I'm going to watercolour, so you're going to see how much ink it takes. So okay, so we'll get started. I'm going to work with some Distress Oxides. I'm going to work with marker pens. We're just going to go completely mixed media on here. So let's make a start. So let's pop them over there for a second. And I'm going to pop a little piece of white printer paper at the back of this, so that I don't mark the page underneath here, like that. And work on this. But what I want to do is I want to just colour the background here. And I'm using my Distress Oxide Forest Moss. Let me get my brushes out. My green here somewhere. I was playing with these yesterday. And doing the card that I showed on the groups. I'll show you. This was the card I did. Showing you how to make this cameo. And the link is on the most of the groups, especially our Electric Ink Colour Voltage group. So yeah, great fun. Let me just get a stencil. I'm all at 6s and 7s now. With TikTok doing that to me. So I'm going to get a leaf one. This is actually a Lavinia one, and I liked it because it was, I think it's 8 inch by 8 inch this. So I've got bundle sage, do it a forest moss after. So let's get the background done. This just sort of does in the background here, like having the background paper. I need it round the edges because obviously my image is going in the middle. So just round the edges there. That's okay, isn't it? There we are. I'll do this side because do that in green. Tell you what, you've got to have plenty of room, haven't you? For us crafters, we need plenty of room, and we never have it. Just make sure I've got that. Yeah, sure you can see. This is a bit of tumbled glass. It does need re-inking. There's some green left on there as well, so I'll use that up. So I've wet that off my brush. So there we've got our backing. And then we'll colour this in. So I'm going to get some paper under there. And let's get painting. So this is like a ranch, isn't it? Out in the Wild West. And I've got a little bit of Distress Oxide Salty Ocean. And I'm just going to pop a little bit on my glass mat at the side here. Oh, you might not be able to see that. Let me pull you over a little bit. Yeah, just about done it, hasn't it? So I've just got a little bit on there. Spray it with a bit of water because I want to weaken it down. And then in the background here, I'm not sure if you can see it, there are mountains in the background. So let's just do a bit of a watery sky there so that we can see those mountains. Because I'm going to do those grey, because you know with the country and western songs they talk about the Blue Ridge Mountains, don't they? So let's wipe that away. It's a smaller brush, and I'm going to get some grey. It's black. That's grey. So these are my Chromatech. I'll just check your oh, it says there's 8 watching. That's very kind of you. So come and watch. Do say hello. You know, I think this is one thing I would have loved to have done, is go and look at some of the beautiful scenery in you know, parts of America. But so there are the mountains in the background. So you're just getting that bit of colour on there. And if you're like me, you do love it to do a bit of painting. I mean, I should have done this on watercolour, but to be honest, this card takes it anyway. So and I am going to update my printer. I quite fancy one of those Canon Eco tanks. I think that's what our Amanda on the design team has got. An Eco tank, she mentioned it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit of this Rustic Wilderness, and I'm going to paint in my in here like this, and I'm just going to add a little bit of grass on there where there's a little bit of greenery at the bottom of the mountain there. Like that. And it just takes away the starkness of the mountain at the back and gives it a little bit of colour. Can you see that? You've got an inkjet, have you? Is yours one of the Eco tanks, Becky? Now we've got the tree here, so I'm just going to dot in here. Again, working on here like a palette. Your Distress Oxides are so versatile. They really are. And the best of them is, you can just water it down, water it out, whatever you want to do with them. These are some of the bushes at the back here. A little bit of shabby shutters. It just gives it that little bit of a yellowy look. I've not got much water on my brush. Can you see? It's just enough for colouring. Thank you for joining me anyway. It's very kind of you. Oh, yeah, Moira, there is a facility when you're looking at YouTube. At the bottom, you can expand it. And that helps you to see the comments. There are two options at the bottom where the settings are. I'm going to put some of this shabby shutters now on my glass mat because I want this for the grass. I don't want it too dark. I just want it a nice light colour. Just a hint of the grass on there. Hope you can sort that, Moira. It's a pain when you can't see things on. I'll have to do some screenshots on how to view stuff when you're on YouTube and things. Using some more of that green. Just watering that over. And of course, if you've got the reinkers, you can squeeze a little bit on your glass mat and paint with that. Like I say, this is the shabby shutters. I'm only going to be on for an hour, so I might not get the other side done. But I'll take a picture after, because I don't want to keep you longer than an hour. Right. Yeah, at the bottom of the screen, there's like 2 squares. One has got a square within the square. Let me click on that for you and see what happens. No, that's mini player. Put that back. And then you've got cinema mode. Oh, it's cinema mode, Moira. And it's the one at the end. Nice one. See, I've just learned something. But then I am an old lady. Keep telling Carl I'm an old lady. Don't expect much, I'm an old lady. But I'm not too bad with technology. I've always been a bit of a tech geek. Forest moss. Just going to have a little bit of that now for a little bit of shading, but very lightly, so I'm going to add quite a bit of water to this. So we've got some grass here. And I'm just going to dot along that. And can you see how that's bringing out the grass there? And these are just painting techniques that just make your image really, really nice. So I'm just going to shadow under that lovely horse there. Where he's eating the grass. And a little bit where the barn is here. Because you've got to think that the light's coming this way. Okay, so you know, dark to light. Fill in any white bits. And a little bit of shadow where the tree is there coming down. So as you look at things, just think, oh, where will that shadow be? If you were stood there. Bit of shadow down the grass here. I don't have any expensive paintbrushes, to be honest. I find, yeah, they are very expensive. Some of them with the sable, and I know I do a lot of painting, but I'm always scared I'll muck them up. I'll have paid all that for nothing. So now we've got the barn, and obviously we want that red. Oh, that's a good tip, Becky. Are you on the phone or are you on a laptop, Moira? Because different ones show different things, don't they? So I'm going to use marker pen now. So we're going for a different medium, and we're going to do this in a red, nice bright red. So what I want you to see is it done with different tools. I'll get my pencils out after, and I'll show you things with pencil. I've never seen a red barn in the UK. They're always brown, I think. I've never seen a red one. They're always sort of on the American ranches and farms. That's that. I'm just going to darken to make a bit of a shadow. This one is darker. And of course, with Carla's digital drawings, her digital art, she adds shadow for you as well, so that makes it easy. You know, it makes it very easy. I'll do the barn roof. I love how those mountains at the back have turned out. They're quite hazy look, aren't they? Oh, you're on an iPad? Yeah, I'm recording on an iPad. I'm on landscape. My iPad that I'm recording on here is landscape. So whether that's made a difference, Moira, that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, we'll do the horse. I've got a bit of walnut stain here. Again, I'm just going into my ink pad, because they are so water reactive. They're brilliant. And the fence. Isn't it lovely to just sit and paint? How are we doing for time? Okay. Got about a quarter of an hour, I think, since I started. I don't know what time I started. After all that messing with blooming TikTok. It's a bit of a pain. Now, can you see how I've just gone into that green? If you just water it over, gone. And that's how forgiving it is when you're painting. When you do a marker pen mistake, like there, I've gone a little bit over the line. You can't wash that out. So if you've got distress oxides, it's a great way to start painting. And I will be honest, I prefer this to acrylics. Now you've got the silo at the side here. So I'm just going to give that a bit of a brown wash. There. And put the top on that. Then I'm going to get a ground espresso to do a bit of shading. So under his belly, down the side of his, and he's got a mane, of course, his lovely mane. Down his leg there. There we are. It's a proper watercolour look, isn't it? And then on the fence, just on the underneath there, and it just stops your image looking flat. Gives it that more 3D look to it. You see? And you've got some shadow from the fence there at the side. You know, you take it as far as you want with your shading. I've just gone a little bit out of the line there, so I'll water it down. And I'll blend that into the background. There we are. Need a red. I want to do the barn door, but obviously it's got the bars across, so I'm going with a red that with the small nib. Like that. This is a Spectrum Noir Illustrator, and I do love these because the brush one end, see the brush one end, and the nib at the other end. My faves, because I don't use the chisel type. I'm a bit old-fashioned. I don't like that. A little bit more shadow down there. I can't see anybody else chatting on there. I don't know if you're just watching, and that's fine. If you don't like to come and chat, that's fine. I do understand. You know, don't worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to stick this down on there. I'll just use my glue pressure gun, which is called My Sweet Petunia, and I've had it quite a while now. But I find it really easy. It has the Nouveau glue bottle inside, but I just keep refilling it with my art glitter, dries clear glue. So, do you know what? I think, oops, I think I want to put that on some black and cut around it. Just a sec. Let me push that up there. I think I just want this, just a little bit of a tiny border around, just to make it pop. Oh, it's thundering, is it? I went for the newspaper for my husband this morning, and I didn't put my coat on. Silly me. Absolutely wet through. So it was a very, very quick dash. So the difference that's made on there, just to make it pop. I'll just pop that on there, like that. And then we've got our girl here. So she's going to be at the side there. In fact, I might just pop that a little bit further over. Then we can see the barn. Yeah, that'd be nice, won't it? And she'll be over there. So let's colour her. And for her skin tones, I'm going to use my Castle Art pencils. So I said I'd do mixed media for you. Yeah, I hate thunder as well. So this is called Cadmium Orange Light. And it is nice. I've just bought some other pencils. And I am hoping to get a demo video done this afternoon if I can, to show you them, because they really are fabulous. But I will be stamping and embossing, so it won't be my prints. You see that, yeah? So I'm just going around her jawline here, under her cheek. Just where it's shaded. And a little bit under her chin there. And around her eye. And just on her arm here. These are the soft series. This one is called Fleshlight. I don't use pencils a lot. I mean, I will admit that. Carly and I are very, very similar, that we either like to paint or we use our markers. So I just got a little bit of a blush here on her cheek. Just a bit of a blush. There we go with that. So that's showing you how you can do, you know, on that. These are my Inktense pencils. If you've got any of these. These are good pencils. I love these because you can colour with them like this. I'll just show you a little bit of everything here. On her belt as well. Bit of brown on her belt. Get a darker brown and do some shading under there. Just where that dent is in her hat. Red for her neckerchief. Is there another name for these neckerchiefs? There is, I'm sure there is another name for them. See, I've gone over that and I shouldn't have done. Let me try and wipe that off. That's all right. And her lips. Oh, this girl is real sassy. She looks very moody, doesn't she? Oh, bandana. Thank you, Becky. Bandana. I knew there was another name for it. Not neckerchief. Goodness me. Okay, blue jeans. I think there's a song there somewhere. Blue jeans. Is it Venus? You're My Venus in blue jeans. Unless you're old, you might not have heard of that. Google it. Venus in blue jeans. And then just a little bit darker for a little bit of shading around there. That. And I'll do a shirt in a lavender, I think. And it might just go over that. We're nearly there, guys. So, have any of you got ink tents pencils? Any of you there got ink tents? Because they are rather magic. I'll show you. It's a little bit dark under the lapel there. The shirt pocket, under the pocket. Okay. And all you do is you get a bit of water, not too much, just a damp brush, and then you paint it. And you see that? Look at that. How magic is that? You know those magic books where you just add water that the kids have? It's like that, it's magic. All of a sudden you've got all these lines from drawing with a pencil and then they vanish. All those lines, and it blends for you. Any little white lines that you've had in there, blended. Woohoo, she's in hot pink. Look at that. Oh, Neil Diamond, Forever in Blue Jeans. I've never been a big Neil Diamond fan. So, I probably heard it. If I heard... You hum it, Becky, and then I'll know it. Don't think it was Bobby V. It was somebody else that... my husband didn't know it. He knows all the oldies. And now we're going to do a jeans. So like I say, squeeze out any excess water. So that your brush is just damp. You really don't want your brush too wet. So we've gone from that pencil to that, all painted. Yeah, very similar to watercolour pencils, but as in the name it says ink tents, you can see the intensity of the ink in the pencil. My box is a 36, Becky, and trust me, I absolutely love those. Really love those. Now I'm going to put a bit of gold in her hair, and I'm going to use the Pentel dual metallic hybrid pen, and it's called hybrid because again it's water reactive, which is what you want, as well as being able to do lines with it. You see that you've got the lines. I'm going to do gold on her band over there as well. And then you just get your brush. Again, take the excess water out and blend that in. And it just gives those golden tints to hair. You know, if you love your crafting, you love painting, you love colouring, you know, you actually need these sort of tools. You really do. And it's good to build up, you know, even if it's a bit each month. But it's good, it's really good to have those tools to hand than, you know, the same old stuff. I think so. That's my excuse for buying them anyway. Oh, the things I tell my husband. Yeah, well, you've got some good guitarists in your family, Becky. So you are very, very musical. Now I have the uni ball. I keep showing you all these different things. Well, I have shown them on my previous videos, but if anybody's new to my channel, this is that's the uni ball Signo, and it's the broad one, and it's gold. And I have the silver, and of course I have the white. But right down her buttons here. You can see that. And her belt. Her belt buckle. I've just not done that blue. I'll just have to use a bit of marker pen down there for now. And like I said, I have the white as well. It's the UM153. But actually, Carly is selling some, they look fantastic, white gel markers for £3 each. There's a fine one and there's a broad one. So definitely when mine run out that I've got here, because hers look really good. You can put some spots on her bandana. There we are. And just a little bit of a highlight there on her hat. And just a dot in her eye there. And that's just brought her eye out. And just on her lip. And there she is. There she is. Isn't she gorgeous? She's stunning, isn't she? So we're going to stick her on. So this is my Wild Ink West page. As we keep getting these fabulous collections of our Carly, I try to do a page. And there she is. Oh, I've forgotten her earring. There we are. What do you think? Oh, is she, Becca? She's in concert on Wednesday and Thursday this week. Rock of Ages. Oh, fantastic. I hope you can video that and show us. So that's that page. Like I say, I've been starting in my journal here and doing different ones of all the collections. That was Midnight Mixology. I need to do some of the others as well that I've not added yet, so I do need to add some more. But I really wanted to do this one. The Wild Ink West is just gorgeous, and wait till you see the summer ones. And like I say, She's from the summer. So I will colour these. I did the horse that you got with the Wild in West. I cut the fence there so that he was behind the fence with his tail hanging over there. And I've got the boots as well. So I've got to colour them yet. And then I'll stick them on. But I will let you all go now. Oh, it's very kind of you, Becky. I'm just having fun, aren't I? Just enjoying myself. Well, I'll go and make hubby his lunch now, and wake him up. He's probably asleep. Oh, she's brilliant, Becky. Tell her we need to hear it. Do it in secret. Well, thank you all of you so much for being with me today. I know we had problems on TikTok, and I hope that maybe one or two of you have come over from TikTok and subscribed as well, so that you can watch other videos that I do on here of all the different ones. And like I say, I'm going to be using my new pencils this afternoon, and I'm going to do a demo of that. So keep tuned for that. So I'll say goodbye and find a way to switch this off. Yes, got it. So thank you everyone, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now. Bye bye.